there's nothing better than driving your car. And this is totally a Wisconsin thing. I'm tooting our horn here. When it's like fall, the leaves are
like
falling.
50. It's the same feeling on the bike, on a motorcycle,
Dude,
like 50, yeah.
Literally,
where
like
your hands are just
Halloween,
barely cold.
Like everybody's got their Halloween and fall
Yeah.
decorations up. But like in a car, it's different, right? Because like on a bike, you're just freezing.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get to experience this now in a car. It's driving in the cold weather, windows rolled down about halfway, and you're blaring the heat.
Yeah.
And then if you have heated seats, flip those on, and it is just like a whole different vibe. It's amazing.
All right. Whiskey today.
Great one.
We're continuing on. We've been struggling with the continuance of the Wild Turkey series. Yeah. And get the coasters out here. We actually are continuing that today. So we went for the first time in months to Grainworks.
Yeah.
A long time.
I love that place.
Yeah.
I love it.
So good. There's barely anybody there today. One little couple.
Literally nobody.
So today we have
a big one.
Okay, hold on. Before we even say this, did we film an episode with this? We did once that never aired, and it was at your apartment on your couch, and it was shit color. And then I swear we did it again, but did we?
No. The only other time that we experienced Long Branch was in the cigar whiskey lounge.
Okay.
When we drank it and smoked together.
Forgive us if we have gone over this.
Yeah.
This one is as passionate to us as Double Oaked from Woodford. So
maybe there was actually a podcast.
I can't remember, but I don't know if we've done a full taste through it.
I don't think
we mentioned it on the last one, on the episode with Easton, because we didn't have it at that point. We were telling him how good it is. Right. So you want to grab it and introduce it?
Oh, fuck.
You're gonna have to get up for this one. No, this is a very, very, very good whiskey.
It's a beefy one.
It is.
It's a beefy one. I like it.
It's got a lot of girth to it. There's a little smudge on the bottle there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Yeah, the bottle is this is one of those bottles where you look at it and you're like, yeah, I need to buy that. And we've gone over this before.
Yeah.
Whiskey is almost all bottle marketing, just to get people to get it. But I mean, you'll see in the B-roll that we'll film for this. It's a really good looking bottle. It's got some really cool, like words embossed on the front, small batch, aged in American oak. And then it's very minimal, which is something we've both liked. Like the Traveler whiskey, it's just a little band on it with a map. The Buffalo Trace is, again, just a band. I love the minimal stuff.
It is, super nice.
And then it gets massive points for, one, the pour spout, but then the real wood topped cork with an actual Wild Turkey logo. Like, it's not burned, kind of like
etched into it.
Yeah, etched into it, and a real cork.
It's massive. Yeah. It's got a lot of points. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
The flask feel to it, where it's super, I guess, skinny, but
yeah,
long.
That's fair. So we haven't even said the name.
Skinny.
What is this?
This is Wild Turkey's Long Branch.
Long Branch.
Part of the Eddie Russell. Collection.
Yep. So his name is stamped on this one. A little backstory to this. This is I think it was 2019. Might have been 2018, end of 2018. This is actually a collaboration. It's one of the first collab bottles of whiskey that the Russell, is it father, son, or brothers? Whatever. The Russells ever had a different name on their bottle. So now this one here, you're going to notice in the B-roll, just says Eddie Russell on it.
Right.
When you bought this in 1819 time frame, this actually had Matthew McConaughey's name on it and logo. So this is what would be the brainchild, I think is the term, of Matthew McConaughey and the Russells. He wanted something from Texas. He wanted something that kind of embodied what Texas is with whiskey, and they nailed this one on the head.
Seriously.
So a couple years later, they split off. That's why his name isn't on there anymore. But it's the same exact whiskey. They continue to make it. The whole story with this is it's the mesquite wood that they finished this in. It just changes everything.
Yeah, I remember you showing me the video.
Yeah,
of Matthew McConaughey walking, and that just made it even better.
The video is so good, and it ends towards the end. What does he say? He highlights it really well. It's like it's supposed to embody like Long Branch means like the extension of a hand. Like it's
like a good handshake.
It's
or something.
so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I'm fucking stoked for this one.
Yeah, this one has a lot of. Well, because of that mesquite, you get a lot, and we've talked about this, not barbecue like barbecue sauce, but like barbecuing like on a charcoal grill. You get a lot of that in the smell, a lot of it in the flavor.
Oh, man.
It's so good.
I think I'm going to barbecue tonight. Get the old
you want to go ahead and pour this?
Oh, God.
You can do the pour.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, no. Hold on, let me sink it back in there.
Took his virginity. Oh, I guess I did earlier,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Do
Well,
another
that's
one.
got some
Yeah.
pressure
Do another
on.
one.
Hold on, we got one more.
Oh,
wow.
Dude, it's the
Holy
same every
crap.
time. It's beautiful.
Long branch has a good pop to it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Let's just think about this one for a second here.
There you go.
That was brutal.
That was good. That was a good pour.
She's a spiller. I'll tell you what, when your hands are sweaty, there's no good way to grip this one.
Whoa,
Fuck,
dude.
dude. All over. Oh, have fun with
man.
that.
Yeah, have fun
Holy.
with that.
All right. I will say the pour is pretty rough.
Yeah, the pour is. But I love how fucking girthy that neck
Holy
is on that
shit,
bottle,
but,
dude.
mean,
Now it's a little bit deeper.
that one was a little.
No, this is such. We'll wipe that off a little bit. This is just such a good bottle of whiskey. And what?
I'm gonna wipe that.
Oh. It's interesting because most people, when they think of like and we talked about this with Traveler, when they think of like a collab, we'll get that right there. When they think of a collab bottle, it's normally shit.
Right.
Traveler was phenomenal, Chris Stapleton collab, and this one is very, very good.
Yeah, we both tried this before.
Priced super conservatively too, $43.99.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
No.
This is just like a good bottle of double oaked
Yeah.
from Woodford. Like you just can't go wrong, and
Yeah.
the price is really good pricing. I mean, double oak now is in like the $65 price range, but it's still like
Yeah, we were just talking about that today.
I think that's still a fair price.
Yeah.
For it. Honestly, if double oak even jumped up to like $100,
To be honest,
It's-
I
it's
think
fair.
part of why that's so crazy, that bottle's so crazy, is because when people try it, they're like, wait, this, I mean, it used to be 50, 55.
Right.
People are like, this is only $55 because it's so
Right.
good. It shouldn't be priced
it
at
is
that.
a
Yeah.
very good whiskey.
Yeah.
But
No, very phenomenal. Dude, I just got scared that our mic levels weren't at the same volume.
oh god,
Bro, we've been troubled with
Dude.
this studio.
it's not even just the studio. It's like electrical problems
Yeah.
in general have just
Yeah.
been like fucking.
Oh, what
us.
time is it right now? Yeah, it's 2:35.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude. We started this at like 1.
Ridiculous, but oh yeah, let's give her a smell. I think it's good now.
Dude, I'm so stoked for this one.
Oh
Wow,
yes,
dude, it just smells so good.
You don't even get in there; you just get a whiff, and
This
like
is,
that's amazing.
This is a good fall whiskey. I say that about a lot of whiskeys, but like if it's a good fall whiskey, that's a good whiskey.
Oh my god, the mesquite comes through on this
Oh,
so
wow.
well too. The more you smell it, there's more like warmth.
There's a ton. There's a ton of scent to this. It smells really good.
If you smell it from like a distance, there's a lot of smoke. If you pull your nose away,
Yeah,
and then as
dude.
soon as you get in there, it's just warm.
Okay,
Ah,
smelling this bottle, and this might just be a Wisconsin thing, but like it's one of my favorite things to do ever. And most people would say, "Oh, that sounds miserable," right? But like living up here in Wisconsin, like obviously
smelling the bottle or
no, no, not smelling the bottle. But like there's certain things here in Wisconsin that we do, and it's during our cold time of the year.
Yes.
But we love grilling,
Yeah.
right? And what I love doing the most is like those really cold 30, 20 degree nights, and you having people over.
Dude, we've done that a lot where we're sitting drinking whiskey
This-
outside. Yeah.
This bottle and this smell in particular really brings back that feeling of like standing outside, freezing your ass off, but you have steaks going on the
Yeah,
grill,
dude.
and you're just like frying that thing up, charring the shit out of it, cooking it caveman style. That dude, this is bringing me to those kinds of nights, and I can't wait for that this fall.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally ready for cold weather. Is that
Dude,
weird?
I do. Yeah, me and Quinn want to go camping more this year, so I put a bunch of recs in on the DNR's website, so it'll notify me when
Yeah.
sites pop up.
yeah.
And I have 3 weekends that we want to do in the fall, and then one weekend. It's next weekend, the 24th, and
Really?
I've been getting all these hits for the 24th, and I just like today I looked at them like I don't want to go camping in the summer anymore, dude. Like summer's been so like
Sorry,
I'm over it
I
already.
went for it. My
Damn
bad.
it!
I'm so excited, dude. I'm sorry.
Hey, his lube shots out of the way now though.
That's true.
God,
Guys,
it
this
smells.
is fucking great, dude. Oh my god.
Oh,
I couldn't hold it. I couldn't resist.
dude, I could literally gulp this like a glass of water. It's so. This is what proof is this? Yeah, 43. So what? That's just like barely 90 proof, right? Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. That's amazing.
Literally,
That is
literally,
amazing.
you talking about fall camping and the grill. Like, I'm gonna go to the store after this, and I'm gonna get stuff to grill. And I'm grilling tonight.
Oh my God, it's so good.
But I want it to be cold out. Is that like,
Yeah,
dude?
I know.
Fuck.
Well, I want it to be cold out because I just want to be able to drive the car and not be sweating
Right,
my butthole
yeah.
off. You know what I
Literally,
mean?
yeah. Oh, and that's gonna be so nice.
I know.
That's gonna be a blast. There's nothing better than driving your car, and this is totally a Wisconsin thing. I'm tooting our horn here. When it's like fall, the leaves are
Like
falling.
50. It's the same feeling on the bike, on a motorcycle, and like
literally,
50. Yeah.
literally,
Where your
like
hands are just barely cold.
Halloween, like
Yeah.
everybody's got their Halloween and fall
Yeah.
decorations up. But like in a car, it's different, right? Because like on a bike, you're just freezing.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get to experience this now in a car, and the best feeling inside of a car driving during fall is having the heat fucking. I don't know if you have heat running though.
Oh, we'll find out.
We'll find out. But if you got
Well,
heat and then you got the windows
If
cracked,
the AC compressor doesn't work, that should have nothing to do with the heat because
Oh
that's
my
just
God.
heater core and the water.
dude, I was talking about this with Katie, who I work with, and her and I were talking about fall and how we can't fucking wait. She got like this 20-foot skeleton that she's gonna put up in her front yard. I'm like, there's no way. But like literally driving, and I always did this with the GTI. It's a car guy thing. We love this shit. It's driving in the cold weather, windows rolled down about halfway, and you're blaring the heat.
Yeah.
And then if you have heated seats, flip those on, and
Yeah.
it is just like a whole different vibe. It's amazing. It's too
I
good.
cannot wait to go do some like grand touring of Door County. And
Yeah,
we
dude.
just talked today, maybe
In the
even take them
fall.
out to Baraboo to the Driftless Glen distillery
Oh.
in the fall with the leaves and
God,
that
that'd be
temp.
awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We do have to,
Dude, we should take, because if we go down to Driftless Glen and we took the car, I highly doubt she would let you. That's like,
probably not.
that's a lot of miles.
It's a.
But
long
if we
way.
did go out there, we could go down to the mountains.
I know that'd be.
That'd be
sick.
an hour.
I mean,
an hour drive south.
it's a possibility. I just know that Lauren's gonna want to go to Door County in the fall.
No, yeah, for sure.
Like that's gotta happen.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm saying
Driftless Glen would be.
If we went to
fucking-
Driftless Glen, that's Baraboo. If you drive an hour south, you get into the Driftless zone of Wisconsin
sick.
where the glaciers didn't come through or whatever.
Yeah.
So you still have mountains down there. Those roads, because I remember I sent you that video when I went
Yeah,
with
and I
Quinn's
literally,
friends.
thought you were in the mountains.
I
Like,
I
this kid
jokingly
actually
was
drove to
like,
the
I
fucking
was like,
testing
hey, Connor, I took a weekend trip to Gatlinburg and I sent him a video of driving Quinn's car and it literally
It
shot
looked
for
like the
shot
mountains,
looked
yeah.
like it. Yeah.
I was like, this
It's
guy
crazy.
literally just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna drive an
Crazy.
extra 5 hours." to the
You're
mountains."
like 20 minutes into the mountains and then you just come to like a T and I
Yeah.
turned right and it's just a fucking random junkyard in the valley of
Yeah.
this mountain and you're
That's
just like this
fucking
is
crazy.
Tennessee. It's so
That's
weird.
fucking
So
crazy.
crazy. But yeah, no, that'd be fun. That'd be fun as hell. This is so good.
Honestly, I'd be down if we just took the Porsche. I don't know. I mean, starting to get into fall, it's like when are we gonna store the TT again? You know?
Yeah, we got to remember to switch that water out for coolant.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
But
yeah.
me and you could probably take that weekend. Probably camp down or not camp. We could camp.
I'd be down to camp. I'd have to put the tent back on the truck,
Well, if
which
we,
is
if
not a
we
big
brought
deal.
just the Porsche. Are you
I-
saying bring both?
Yeah,
It'd probably be easier to bring both.
I'm down for whatever. I mean,
and then
literally,
just leave your
like
truck there like we
it's
did for IMSA.
really not that hard to put the tent on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a lot of bolts and tightening them down. And now, I mean, like, I have my own impact now that I've been fucking. Well, I've always had my impact because I bought it when I was an iron worker. But for whatever reason, I just had it stored away. I'm like,
Now you're using
sitting
it all the time?
Well, dude, I was putting the tent on. I'm sitting there like wrenching it. I'm like, oh, you know how you fucking take it off, put it back on, and you're just doing turns. I'm like, dude, I have a fucking impact. What am I doing here? But the one thing that was stopping me from using it is I didn't have the attachment from impact to have the
Like half or 3/8 inch drive.
yeah, to
on
put
the
a
socket.
fucking socket on it. So I'm like, well,
I have a shit ton if you need them.
No, I literally went and bought a Milwaukee those little tiny kits.
Like what I have.
Yeah,
done,
that where you can. It's got drill bits.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got star bits. All that shit. So
Yeah.
I'm finally getting there with my own tools now. Like finally.
Yeah.
But god damn it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we should definitely do that. This is good. It's got we already said the smell, but the flavor on this is just
Oh, dude, this is nuts. Oh, it smells so good. What do you smell? Like when you smell this whiskey?
This is
You-
very-
actually. Before we jump into that, you know what was really awesome was when Easton was smelling that. I think it was Russell's,
Yeah.
and like he was just like just smells like pure rubbing alcohol. But then you said what you could smell.
Yeah, I was because I was just editing this. So what he was tasting was hand sanitizer is what he
Yep,
says,
yep.
and then you were like, you know what I get a lot is like fall like caramel apples, and I smelled. I'm like, yeah, imagine eating a caramel apple out sitting in like a bunch of leaves.
Yeah, literally.
And he goes and he's like, holy shit,
dude. Yeah.
But half of that is placebo.
Half
because
of it
you're
is
thinking about
yep.
it now, and then your brain is like, yeah, that's right. But it does to me, it genuinely smells like
it
that.
pulls it out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot of like for people that don't really fully understand this, like just go buy one of these good bottles that we have or whatever, go drink it somewhere. But you gotta like tell yourself, maybe even read about it first.
That's why what I told him when I said to smell it, don't overthink it. Just like what comes to your mind.
Literally, like that's it.
When I smell this,
and sometimes it takes like reading about it, to kind of get you to smell it.
This literally is fall. Like imagine if you were in a campground grilling barbecue chicken over a campfire. So you get the wood burning smell, you get the chicken, the barbecue. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting from
God,
this.
I love it.
On the flavor,
I want to grill so bad right now. You really get all of that in the flavor.
you get all that in the flavor, but like the flavor has a lot of charcoal to it.
Yeah. Like when you first light the fire on a charcoal grill, and it's like you got the fire. You know how you don't put the fucking meat on until the flames are gone. It's just the hot white coals.
Yeah.
That's like the smell that you
This
get.
is a very light sipping whiskey, by the way. 90, it's just under 90 proof. This is not.
No,
this
this
is
won't,
not
this won't fuck you that
rough
bad.
at all.
Yeah, dude. That's good stuff.
So
You can't go wrong.
just for reference, I have drank of all whiskeys that we have and ever bought. I've drank the most out of this. So when we got back from Gatlinburg, last year, I was living down with Quinn in Fond du Lac, and I was doing two things that consumed my time: Baldur's Gate 3 and editing that video. Right. Yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3, I talked about this. Baldur's Gate 3 is like you're playing a movie, kind of.
Yeah.
So like sitting back, relaxing. And I would just always pour a glass of Long Branch and play Baldur's Gate 3 for a couple hours. Or if I was editing Gatlinburg, like the feeling that I would get from this influenced the last Gatlinburg video because we didn't drink this down there, but this gave me the vibe of when we would be outside the cabin cooking the food that we were going to eat that night. It's the same feeling.
Oh, dude.
So it influenced that, but yeah. No.
God damn.
Dude, hey, we'll get off the whiskey here. Everyone understands it.
Yeah.
Go get yourself a bottle of this shit.
Dude,
We say that with
seriously.
a lot of stuff, but like Old Forester, we've said time and time again, that is worth every penny. Long Branch, worth every fucking penny you're going to spend on this.
100%.
Don't if you find this for like 50 something, don't buy it. You can find it cheaper.
Yeah.
This is definitely under a $50
sure.
bottle of whiskey, but
For sure.
very, very, very good.
For sure.
This
Definitely
is one.
worth it.
This is a really good entry point to a lot of wild turkey because this does have a little bit of wild turkey aspect to it.
It
on
does.
the finish.
It does.
But not only is it an entry to that, but this is an entry to one of those that is different. It's not your standard whiskey profile. This is a very, very different tasting whiskey. So
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't be opposed to just bringing this
we'll bring
to Gat.
this bottle will be fine for Gat. Yeah.
I think that would be the one to bring to Gat.
Yeah. We got a lot to talk about Gat today after this podcast
Oh my
too.
God, dude, I know.
It's
coming, guys. It's coming.
Dude, it's wild because I was unloading the dishwasher yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was just like, didn't we just fucking go there? But it's because it took so long to edit and drop this video.
It feels like
it feels like it was just, which is kind of cool. But
yeah,
we're gonna go, and then I'm gonna go back to Gatlinburg in June actually with Quinn.
Really?
So that's the plan right now, at least.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So
It'd be really fun.
yeah. A lot of shit has kind of happened in the automotive world. Have you been paying attention or no?
Not really.
So we got a new Lamborghini, the replacement for the Huracan.
I saw that.
What do you think?
Okay, I think it looks fucking. What is it called? What the
I
heck was
can't
it called?
pronounce it.
I came across it briefly, but I think the rear end looks fucking wild.
I do not like the front because what they could have done with the front.
Hold on, I gotta pull up a picture.
It kind of looks like
Didn't it have like circular or like oval?
the rear taillights
yeah,
did. They're all like hexagons.
Yeah.
But the front headlights, they could like the main headlights. They totally could have done like a Huracan Evo, like the GT3, like the Super Trofeo, something like that, super aggressive. And it looks like they did, but they didn't slant them enough, and I don't like that.
Okay, so it's called the Temerario.
That's actually probably the best pronunciation I've heard of that yet.
Temerario.
If that's how it's gone or how it's supposed to be said.
I think. Okay, so yeah, the hexagon. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then the only other issue, I think the car is beautiful. I love the interior, by the way. They went away from that giant center console with the fucking fighter pilot shit.
Right.
What I really do not genuinely like about this car is the side profile looks identical to their what was the remake that they did?
New Countach.
The Countach remake.
It does look very
the
similar.
wedge with like the weird rear end. It looks way too close to that, and I'm not
You're
a fan.
talking about how like the behind the rear tire, like how it like
It
slants.
slants.
Up.
It's like a negative slant.
I was
in.
gonna say the diffuser on the back of it, like because that was the one thing that caught my eye when I looked at it the first time was like how beefy the front end was, but then how much of the actual tire tread you can see
Yeah.
from behind.
Yeah.
I'm like, that looks insanely odd. Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
In terms of like airflow coming off, like,
Yeah.
does that actually
It worked.
have good
It worked on the
downforce?
Countach remake because it was a Countach remake. But
Right.
but if this is a Huracan successor, I feel like don't copy a completely other car. You'd want
Right.
you would want to take some style cues from the Huracan.
from the yeah,
Because
You-
the
you would, you would
Huracan
think.
took quite a bit of style cues
Right.
from its predecessors.
Yeah, literally.
So I don't know. We're never gonna buy a Lamborghini, but the interior for sure was an upgrade because the interiors on the Lamborghinis have looked the same forever. It's
yeah.
the fucking center console that goes up with all the
Um,
switches and
What do you think of it? Because I think and this might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember reading that it isn't a V10, it's a V8 hybrid.
It's as far as I know, it's the first V8 Lamborghini's ever made,
Really?
and it's a hybrid system. So the front wheels are like 148 horsepower.
What was in the original Huracan? V10?
Yeah.
So why are they?
So the
going-
Huracan line is the V10, and then the Aventador line, and the Aventador got replaced now too, I think.
And that was V12.
That's the V12.
Okay.
Now, what's funny is if you listen to the exhaust samples, the V8 sounds exactly to me. It sounds exactly like the Huracan.
I'm sure it does.
Like the audio clips that we recorded in Gatlinburg of the STO sounds very similar to
Really?
this new car.
it's probably their exhaust.
Because it's like a 9,000 RPM revving V8.
Right.
So it's
Right.
not. It's not like
What was it, like 900 some horsepower? I think is what
Something
that
like that,
came out
yeah.
to be.
yeah. It's like 700 something from the engine and about 100. I think it was 148 horsepower from the front electric motors.
Dude, I don't know.
It's that car though is important because it marks. I believe it ended the last of the fully engined cars. Now
Right.
they're all hybrids. Their entire lineup, I believe.
So what
hybrid.
is this one?
That is the new replacement of the Aventador. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a
Yeah.
V12.
Yeah.
That looks freaking awesome.
I think that looks amazing. What is that
This-
called?
I have no idea. Vuelto
Yeah.
or Rivuelto.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I believe, and I don't know a whole lot about Lamborghinis, but I'm pretty sure that's the replacement of the Aventador.
And this is the replacement of the Huracan.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think it looks cool. I think it is completely different.
It is, and it is. I think that's a complete ground up creation. I don't think it shares anything with the Huracan.
It is. Yeah. You can.
Well,
tell
it's
they're going-
Audi, so it probably shares parts of the Huracan. But as far as like
Probably.
the main chassis and everything, from what I read, it should be completely new.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look
So.
how much tires showing.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's just there's
wow.
like nothing in the rear to me. You
No.
know what I mean? Like the rear of the Huracan was the best part of that car.
I mean, I'm sure when this thing starts up, it's just got that wow factor to it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I've never heard it running, but yeah, dude. I mean,
You
that's
haven't
a-
heard a video
it's a
audio
nice
sample?
ass. No, I haven't.
Look up the audio sample of it.
dude.
It sounds insane.
It's got a nice ass. I'll be honest. I kind of like the front too.
I do, but imagine if that had the GT3 Super Trofeo headlights instead.
Yeah, or
It's-
even
it's
just
too
get like
flat.
rid of the hex and just have like a line here,
Right.
or
Like
something.
like the headlights don't follow the body line of that hood. See how slanted those body lines are? If they
Yeah.
had put the exact same headlights as the Super Trofeo in, do you remember how slanted those were? They would have matched
Yeah.
that body line. I think it would have looked way better.
So there's now just headlights, and then the running lights are down low.
Correct.
There's no running lights around
No.
the headlights.
Isn't
I
that
don't
wild?
like that.
Neither
dude.
do I.
The,
Because it looks like fog lights only.
right, and this is like obviously this is a completely different brand, but Tacomas just did that. I don't know if you've seen. Like
Mm-mm.
mine, I have the. They used to have those running lights that were just like this, and now I bought the aftermarket ones from Morimoto that are like that.
Yeah.
Where they're running lights and they look really cool.
Yeah.
The new Tacomas are literally just a white headlight.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You lose a lot of like design and style of the front end of the car when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was like the whole thing with the E210 Corolla hatchbacks. Those DRLs looked insanely good.
Dude, yeah.
And it was built into the headlight.
So, what did I call that? Temerario?
Yeah. If you go on YouTube and look it up, Lamborghini dropped the exhaust sample on
we
their
go.
YouTube.
I think this is it. Is that really it?
Yeah. 9,000 RPM V8. Isn't that insane?
Temerario.
Yeah.
Pronounced that right.
Oh, you're watching the Top Gear video? I watched that video. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's as much wow factor. I think it looks like a 2-door sedan with those wheels.
I think the thing to remember though, this is what they're showing is going to be probably their base trim
Right.
because they have already shown their race package. They call it something else.
and it's pretty wild.
So think about it. That kind of embodies the Technica. That kind of looks like a Technica.
That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
That's extremely basic. Well, no, it's not. It looks
it
visually,
looks, visually it looks basic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a cool. The rear, I think, is a cool design. I like the taillights.
But like with this exact same thing, if you think about the original Huracan, like think about way back to Forza Horizon 2, right there on the hood. Look at
Yeah.
how basic that car looks, and look at how it's changed
true.
over the time. Because what fucking year did that game come out? That was the headline car for that
God,
game.
that had to have been like fucking.
Grab the
over-
back. It'll say on the
It's
back.
gotta be a decade ago.
It'll say copyright on the back. Towards the bottom.
2013.
Are you fucking serious?
That's what I'm reading on the bottom.
Yeah.
2013.
It's right around there. I was gonna guess 2012, so that is probably about right. But that's an extremely basic version of that car. Think about what we've gotten since then. You know, you got the STO, Technica, you've got all those limited packages, right?
Dude, wow.
So- They've had facelifts of it already.
This is so sick to look at this.
Yeah.
On Xbox One too. Like,
Yeah, and I didn't play that on Xbox One.
bro, literally when the Xbox One came out, it had that little ching fucking like you tap the button.
I
to
still have.
turn
Do you
on.
still have yours?
No,
I still have mine in the
I got
closet.
rid of that.
I'm never
and
selling that one.
My Xbox 360 is what I missed the most.
I know because I sold my Xbox 360 and I regret, and my PlayStation 2. I regret
Dude.
that so badly.
Kids these days will never understand what it was like to turn that on. Fucking GTA 4 just came out. God, Modern Warfare
is-
2, Modern Warfare 1, the original,
Black Ops 2 on.
Black Ops 2,
Xbox
Modern Warfare
360.
3 just came out. Everybody's fucking hyped about
Do
that.
you want to hear something funny about Forza Horizon?
What?
So I pretty much beat Forza Horizon 5. So I actually uninstalled it last night.
Did you
and
really?
I installed Forza Horizon
Oh
4
my
and
God.
reset my account. So I'm playing Forza Horizon 4. I'm
You're
gonna complete
restarting
that.
the whole thing.
Forza Horizon 4 is so much better.
Really?
It's through the UK countryside,
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
And it had
yeah.
the seasons, remember? So you could do summer, fall, winter, spring.
I'll be honest, Mexico isn't really
Visually, it was cool, but the feeling you got while driving through it wasn't the same as
Mhm.
4. And
Mhm.
and that was because
Have they talked about a 6 yet?
I just looked it up last night at like 1 in the morning. Yeah. No announcements.
No announcements.
Everyone thought they were going to announce it in June. There was a Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
No announcements.
Nothing.
So everyone, what I read was, there's a very good chance. Everyone wants it to be Japan. I don't think it will be.
No.
There's a very good chance of it coming back to Utah, United States, which is where the first game took place. Utah would be fucking wild because
Utah
you'd
would
have
be.
like Rocky Mountains, forested areas. That'd be
Dude.
an insane location.
They should do somewhere in the
Yeah.
U.S. I think we deserve
Yeah.
a U.S. one.
Yeah,
Have we
we-
ever had a
yeah.
U.S. one?
Yeah, the first one, Utah.
Was he?
Yeah,
oh,
it was
really?
Utah. So I think we
I
both
missed
talked
that.
about it. We both talked about it. Appalachian Mountains would be
Oh, that'd be nuts,
Beautiful,
dude.
dude.
That'd be fucking.
because think about how
nuts.
many big cities are over there. You could incorporate the big cities of that, and you'd have the Appalachian Mountains there. You would have all the ability to do all the twos like runs that they have in there. You'd have road courses. You'd have plenty of rallycross stuff.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? The other thing too is the expansions on Forza Horizon 6. So Forza Horizon 4, they did the Lego Champions,
Yeah.
which is what we're into now.
Yeah,
And then Forza
honestly.
Horizon 5, they did the Hot Wheels. So what the fuck are they going to do for Forza Horizon 6? This will be interesting to see. Real interesting to see.
Dude, I have no idea.
Yeah. I just, playing 4, dude, I'll be honest with you, 5 was amazing. And I love playing with
5
you.
is
I think
great.
5 was good because we played it together.
Yeah. Which Ben was
4
supposed to fucking join us. He never joined.
But all three of us stopped playing games.
That's
We got
true.
busy at the same
That's
time.
true.
I haven't touched my Steam Deck since last night, until last night. It's been months.
Damn.
But when I opened up 4, and I barely played 4, but when I opened up 4 felt so much like 2
Yeah.
that I was just like, the game is why I want to play, not because I was playing with you. You know what I mean?
right.
So
Dude, looking at that cover.
download
is
4 now. You
fucking
gotta get 4.
crazy. I do gotta get 4. I think I have 4.
4 is insane.
I should have every single
because you got
one.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. I've been stuck on Madden lately
Wow, that's gay as fuck.
and college football.
Everyone's gonna hate me for that, but dude,
Dude.
sport games are just stupid.
I don't know. It's
think
fun
that's
to me
stupid.
because I love the Packers so much.
It's
I'm
just-
just so
I
into that.
I can't. Me and Ben were really into that when I was younger, and
I'm
I
not
fucking
like
hated every minute of
entirely
it.
into sports games. Like, what the fuck was the guys from work? They'd play MLB The Show.
Yeah.
I can't get behind that. I tried playing PGA Tour. Fucking hated it. But Madden's pretty good, and college football is really fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like how they incorporate like the feeling of being in the game. I don't know. It's pretty solid. They did a good job with it. And also giving some of these college players a little bit of credit, like their names in there and shit. I think that's fucking sick.
I think that is cool.
Like that's cool as fuck. Like imagine your name.
You remember
being in
back
the
when
game.
it hasn't been like that now, but back when we were kids, and I want to say my previous comment, I played the fuck out of Madden when I was younger.
Yeah.
I just now as I've grown up and played more games, like I'm not into it. I do remember as a kid though, before Madden kind of took a shit.
Yeah.
If you got on the cover of a Madden game, that
Oh,
was
dude.
fucking
That was
huge,
huge. That was
dude.
really
That was
huge.
big.
I don't think. God, yeah, I remember playing the one with Brett Favre on the face of it, and I played that on Nintendo
the last one I
Wii.
played was 08, and that was on the Wii as well.
Oh,
Holy
dude.
fucking
Yeah, and
shit,
you're fucking
dude.
doing this to
Yeah,
throw the
dude.
ball. Oh,
You remember you're playing split screen? Like I'd play with
God.
Ben, and whenever we would have to pick plays, he'd be like, "Fucking look the other
Look
way."
at
You're
you,
like
don't
trying
stop
to hit
looking at
it.
my screen. Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
screen peeking. You're just looking
Literally.
straight at it.
that's
funny.
fucking
So, yeah.
hilarious.
Hey, we've got. All right, Connor doesn't even know this. Guys, we've got really big news. And I want to preface this with a very, very, very sincere thank you to every single one of you that have ever watched any of our content. This is big. Our first, what are you looking up?
Nothing.
Our first Gatlinburg video just hit 10,000 views.
No way.
10,000
No fucking
views,
way,
dude. It was last night, very, very late. It was at 9.9, and I just kept checking because I was like, it's going to fucking happen.
That's our first one.
So that is our highest viewership on any video, and that's a very important video to us.
And
So
bunch of new subscribers on here.
A lot of
Holy
new
shit,
subscribers.
dude. What happened in our last podcast?
what do you mean?
Is GM having a Toyota
Oh
moment?
yeah,
154
that was
views,
the
guys?
the thumbnail for sure.
Guys,
For
come on.
sure.
Yeah, you guys like that Corvette,
Yeah,
don't
dude,
you?
the fucking viewer.
I bet you they stuck around for a minute. We're
Bro,
like,
not even. It
"Fuck,
was like 30 seconds. Like, wait a damn minute,
why
it's a
did I click on
podcast.
this?" Yeah, dude, 10K views. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
And our latest Slam Enough videos are at 5.8.
I know.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Really, really stoked. I mean, it's just a cool feeling when people appreciate it. And like I was just telling you about, shout out Donnie for this. Some of you guys, when you say these things to us, like we don't have like that celebrity mindset at all. But sometimes you get this thought in your head when people bring up like the videos that we've done, that we've posted and worked super hard at, and like say things like, how is that video not at 3 million views? How are you guys not, like, you guys are producing content that is at the same quality, if not more better quality than guys that have millions of subscribers. And it's like, when we hear those things, it's like, holy shit, like it feels good because like we're not sitting here trying to compete. Like there is no competition whatsoever.
We're actually the opposite. We're trying to not do what other people are doing.
Literally, yeah.
We've
And
like
that's-
the last video we sat down and talked. Like we can't be like all these whatever .media accounts.
Right,
We can't be like that shit. Yeah.
Exactly. But like also like, obviously we've probably taken a lot of what do you call it? Like
Inspiration.
yeah, from people that we've watched over time. But also not like replicating it. You know what I mean? Like keeping it very like to ourselves, original content. Which is kind of something that we're going to jump into in this next Gatlinburg video. I'm not going to say anything about it, but kind of change something up here a little bit, try something else out, but I don't know. It's just like a cool thing to then look at these numbers and just say like, yeah, people are appreciating this stuff. And, at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. It's the feeling that we hear from people like, hey, I watched that latest Gatlinburg video that you guys posted and it gave me the chills. It like gave me this crazy feeling. It's like, that's what we were trying to do.
And I went back to our analytics and I looked over the entire lifespan of the channel, which by the way, yesterday was last night I looked. It was our 2-year birthday of the YouTube channel.
Birthday of the YouTube channel. God damn.
Isn't that wild?
You always think back to that
Yeah.
one video.
Yeah.
Golly, when I drove over after second shift,
Mm-hmm.
we went to the racetrack.
Which, speaking of, there's going to be a IMSA Part 2 coming out soon. What I was going to say was the reason we're not where people think we are is solely because of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been real difficult. We've talked about this plenty of times, but actually there's a lot that we have to talk about tonight too about the next video and everything. But that's all it is, because YouTube is literally a fucking game. I've done so much research on this. It's all fucking game.
It is.
If you can post good content consistently, you're gonna get there. And if you look at our analytics, same thing. One of these videos eventually it's a slow climb, but one of them is suddenly gonna go spike, right?
100%.
That's all it is. We just gotta get videos out more. And yeah, but anyways, the thing with Gatlinburg that we've tried to explain is Gatlinburg is like our, how do you word this? It's like our beta test video.
It is 100%.
It's like our ability. It's the video that we get to put as much effort into all these new attempts at things that we possibly can.
Yeah,
and in Gatlinburg is the prime area to do this because you have so much opportunity. It's like in IMSA, you go anywhere and if you take a photo and it's shit, it's your fault, dude. That place is gold
you can't
everywhere.
Fail there. You can't.
So that's what the Gatlinburg videos are to us, and that's what they will be as long as they host those shows. And you'll see that this year. This year's gonna be a lot different than any video we've ever made.
So I hope you guys are paying attention. It's 8 months from now.
Yeah. No, this year I would like to hopefully have this year be the way that it should be.
I do think that this year we're probably gonna spend some more time in the cabin, like actually editing. I know I want to. I would love to.
That's something we talk about, like getting content out while we're there is very important.
And it's like, I don't know. We're such in this like game mode mindset when we're there. And like, I need to get better at editing. So I think that's one of the most prime opportunities for me to sit and edit because there's like no distractions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have us, we're here trying to fucking work on this and get this done. And we need to get apparel. I'm going to work on that this next week with that person I was talking to.
Yeah.
I want to get that done. I'll pay for it. I don't care.
That shouldn't be that difficult.
It really shouldn't be.
I can get all the vector images.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And we could.
Well, we can literally just get some like black Nike ones that say, small right here on Automotive Street.
Be hard.
And something cool on
we
the
gotta
back.
set the truck up too really good.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what we're doing with this ring grip, dude. After filming, what was that? That was the Vista Cruiser that I showed.
Yeah.
Did I show it to you or no? I just texted you.
Yeah, you just texted me.
Just like the fact that I took the same videos side by side, and one of them was handheld with the gimbal normal, and one was with the ring. The ring wasn't steadier.
Really? And it made it a little bit harder to film it because it's so big.
Because it's so big.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like thinking about last Gatlinburg, the amount of weight I was carrying that whole time, and the amount of extra setup and batteries and wiring, and it's like, is it worth it? Because this isn't the Tilta. A lot of people are using the Tilta. I think it's the advanced ring grip, which is made out of carbon fiber.
Mm-hmm.
$700 fucking dollars.
Yeah,
I'm not buying
ridiculous.
that. That's not worth it. You know
That's
what I mean?
ridiculous.
This is an aluminum ring, and it weighs probably 30-something pounds. And after a whole day of shooting, it sucks. But I would like to do, before we leave, some actual testing and see if walking around a car, around a show, going into the cars, sitting in the back of the truck filming rollers, do it side by side and really analyze it and be like, okay, this is or isn't worth it. Because think about how much extra room that takes up.
Dude, seriously.
Extra setup time.
And just like energy from lifting the fucking thing.
Right. And then like if I handed it off to you,
it's a whole different learning curve because now you're holding it in a different area, and the speed, like when I handed it to Austin, that's the first thing he said.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't even know how to
Yeah.
adapt to this thing.
Yeah.
And you'll get it over time, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, well, let's just stick to what we're comfortable with.
Right.
So, and what makes everything easy. And you know how to do the twist. I know how to do the twist.
Right.
Like, we could easily switch off there,
Yeah.
no problem. I want to get better on the gimbal too. So this year for sure, I want to be using my gimbal. I think I've been getting pretty damn
For
good
the
with that
show,
gimbal.
for sure, but this year almost all of the video is going to have to be shot handheld from both of us.
Yeah.
So the thing that we do need to get your camera on is we need to get you a cage and we need to get you the handle and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need a monitor because we can swap monitors, but you do need the cage handle and
100%.
the battery.
100%. Let's cart that all up
Yeah.
before I leave today, along with the boom arm here
Boom arm. Oh yeah. Boom
for the
arm.
podcast. We'll get
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
And then we might as well. I mean, maybe when we get closer, what more do we all owe for the trip itself?
It's $700 and that's September like 22nd.
Okay.
So we have plenty of time on
So
that.
that'd be like 200 some
Yeah,
bucks.
I fucking forgot. I'm gonna put that on I have a Chase travel credit card that I use at GAT every year.
Fuck yeah,
I
dude.
forgot to put it on there when we did the first half, but I did the math. 700 something for that for the travel benefits. We could probably pay for gas on the way down with that,
Dude,
on the
literally.
cash back.
Yeah,
on
that would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That
So,
would be crazy.
Hey, other thing with Gatlinburg while we're on this topic, I already reached out to a few of you that do listen here that are pretty influential. This is hard to explain without giving what we're doing. We need people that are going to be going to GAT
that have gone in the past, whether you have a car there or not. And also we need people that are going to be there with their cars. If that is you, reach out. We will explain what we're doing, but I want to keep this a secret like the last GAT video. But we haven't even talked about numbers yet. We need quite a bit.
Yeah,
So
a lot.
a
lot. This is gonna be
and it'll
intense
be a
one.
pretty big part of the story that we're creating, that we're telling, not creating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last time it was easy because we didn't like really have to we didn't have to follow like a storyline, right? I mean,
Yeah, and it all fell in place,
It
but
did.
this is gonna have to follow a storyline.
yeah. So we're kind of challenging ourselves here, but yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. God, I don't know. I just want to talk about it.
I
It's
know
fucking-
it is. It's
a
gonna be
crazy
real
one.
because again, this is like our beta test. So this is a video we've never done. It's a video
Right.
no one's ever done of
It-
GAT.
it could be
a
dog
video
shit.
style,
It could be
and
terrible.
people might not like it.
People might,
Yeah.
people might not like it.
They might
but,
not.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna give this one a
Yeah,
shot.
it's a
'cause
weird hybrid of two different genres
is,
of
it
filming.
is.
So-
But also, it kind of highlights one of the main topics of discussion.
correct.
So that's what we're going with.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of pre-planning for this.
Did you glue this back in?
No. That's a little weird.
Dude,
Don't pick it. It looks good.
it does look good. What the
That's
fuck?
funny
How's
as
that?
hell. Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we're pretty fucking excited for that shit. What else? There was something else I want to talk about here on this episode.
God
This episode. What the fuck? We didn't turn that light on this whole fucking. Damn it.
Dude.
Well, my face and your face are gonna be shadowed on this side. Oh well.
Oh,
That'll be
whatever.
good. I'm not gonna turn it on now. It'll fuck the color grade up.
yeah.
But
Damn.
yeah, we are while we're on that, while we're still on this topic, the plan is to film a podcast like probably the first day we're down there, so that
Yeah.
everyone has a podcast to listen to driving in, because most people
Yeah.
aren't gonna be down there as early as we are.
Yep.
That way you know what to expect driving in. We'll
What
fill
are the
everybody
dates? What are the dates that we're going for?
in. Yeah, so we're gonna be Wednesday to Monday. So I believe that's the 2nd of October to the 7th of October.
2nd and 7th. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that's what most of the big groups, the teams that are going to be there, that's what they're doing. We haven't even talked to Martini Works at all about when they're going.
No, we haven't.
Yeah. So, we're at 41 minutes. What do you want to do?
Shoot, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
We'll sit and wait for a response.
Yeah,
No.
we'll sit here and wait for a response. God, I don't know. I mean, shoot.
We can cut it now.
Yeah, this
I'm
will
not,
be a
I'm not
short
mad.
one.
We have a lot to talk about today too, and it's
Yeah.
already fucking Christ 3:10.
Yeah, and I got
So-
groceries to buy. I got Legos to build.
Yeah, BMWs are finally going to be added to collection.
Finally.
All right. Well, with that, I guess we'll bring this episode to an end. Oh yeah, I won't say anything about that. Yeah, thank you for listening, everybody. Hopefully
Yeah.
you enjoyed the last episode. This one was another random chaotic one, but I think we got some pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's right. The
What's
last podcast now would have
Yeah.
been the one with Easton.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
Yeah,
That was good.
very very good.
It's always nice having guests on. So
Dude, it was watching it back, like it's such a different dynamic with
it
three
is.
people here.
It
so
is. I
we
can't
have
wait to get, more people on.
who the fuck?
Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin. He's yeah, dude, we're getting you
We're
on
sorry,
here now. We
dude.
got the setup all good now, so we'll get you on. And he said he has a third camera he can bring.
Oh hell yeah!
so it's
dude.
like the whole package right there.
Sick.
We'll have to just figure out a weekend we know for a fact we have time. Like this weekend would have been perfect.
This weekend for sure would have been perfect.
But-
Probably, yeah. We should sit down. We should talk about that after
Yeah,
this.
he
Let's
said
set
he
one up
wants. He said he wants to just sit and drink whiskey and talk about shit. And I'm
before
like, dude, fucking hell
before GAT.
yeah, we should try to.
All right,
like probably in the next
perfect.
couple weeks,
That'd be a good idea.
if possible. So,
Yeah, he'd be great.
all right. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody.
Adios, amigos.